I don't know if you could tell, but I've been through a lot. Hey, I'm Pete Davidson, and I am starring in the Audible original Hit Job, and this is our Audible questionnaire. My favorite sound? Silence. My least favorite sound is noise. My favorite speech is Pacino in Any Given Sunday. I listen to it all the time. I also love Al Pacino. I think he's hilarious. I read the 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch album. That was really great. It was recommended to me by a therapist. He was like, you'll like this. And then I read it and I was like, oh, it's about a dead guy who like meets a bunch of people in heaven. Thanks for recommending this. Sad ass book. I like character development. I like watching a person go through like a adventure, or even if it's just like a moment in time in this person's life. I just like really like seeing it played out. And that's like why acting is so fun. I don't like when there's like sex scenes for no reason. Like in the Fast and the Furious, right? There's always a sex scene, but like there's no need for it. It's a movie about cars. You know, it doesn't like advance the story. Like 50 Shades of Grey, I get it. It's all about like that makes sense, but like it's just weird. You know, I always thought you could show by it being like post. You know what I mean? Like it could just be them in the bed, and all one person has to do is be like, "Whoa, we just," I don't know. As you could tell, I'm really good in bed. You know, you could show it without the like, It's just like nobody wants to watch you. You know what I mean? And like people want to watch movies with their family. You know what I mean? So if I had to pick just one, I would have to go with plot, because I think the plot is really important. It's kind of the whole story. I like the story. I would like literally anybody but Morgan Freeman to narrate my life story. Morgan Freeman narrates everything. Like, it's insane. Everything I turn on is narrated by Morgan Freeman. So I guess literally anybody else. I would like my uncle Steve, to narrate my life. He'd be like, all right, chapter 1. Do I like the sound of my voice? No, not really. I'm about like 50 packs of cigarettes away from the octave that I would like to be at. Like certain people have such cool voices, like Idris Elba. Or Morgan Freeman's voice is great. He just narrates so much. I feel like he narrates our lives, you know? Like that's, who else has a cool voice? Like Will Arnett has a really cool voice. Yeah, pretty much like anybody that sounds like they've been doing coke and smoking cigarettes for 20 years is like what I want to sound like right now without having to do all of the legwork. Who do I write or create for? For the people, man! No, I honestly, I don't know what else I would do. I was very young when all this started, and then I got I got a job when I was really young that I had no business getting, and then they just kind of threw me out there, and now I'm somehow still standing. Whose praise of my work is most important? My own. No. You want your peers to be like, that was dope, which is a call I don't get very often. How do you define success? Money. Everybody it's not. It's never about the money. It's about the art. Those people either have a lot of money or have none. Like acai bowls. Those are very expensive. I guess sleeping the whole day so that my brain isn't awake and I don't hear voices anymore. I love watching 90 Day Fiancé. It's my favorite show. I'm into antiquing. I recently, over the pandemic, started watching Pawn Stars and American Pickers, and I got really into antiquing, and so now I go to antique shops, and it's me and all 80-year-old women that are shopping there.